my YouTube family, and thanks for stopping by. I have already connected with your energy, and I was guided to these three cards for you, which is Camel, Seagull, and Unicorn. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. The Camel has shown up in your reading today because you need to trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Sometimes it feels like you're journaling across a vast, lifeless desert that stretches beyond the horizon with no end in sight. And you thirst for comfort and solace during those times. And you can be satisfied by looking to your inner resources. All the experiences you've had in your lifetime, the challenges you've successfully faced, and the wealth of knowledge you've accumulated can be called on to not only cope with any type of adversity that's present itself, but to help you move forward with courage and determination. First, identify where you want to go and then proceed slowly, steadily, and deliberately towards that objective. As you move along, cast away your fears, your doubts, and hesitations whenever they arise, letting the four winds lift them up to the sun to be burned away. Ease your mind and heart and know that all is well and that you're protected at all times. Call upon those helping spirits who have assisted you up until this point in your journey. You have what it takes and you will get through this. Just remember that. And the seagull has shown up in your reading today because now is the time for deep emotional healing. The emotional sea that's hovering just below your consciousness is a well of feelings that need to be acknowledged and expressed. Expressing emotions doesn't mean indulging in them compulsively or creating drama around them. If there are tears, let them simply be tears and allow them to flow. Cry or laugh as much as you need to. Explore these feelings by sharing them with someone you trust or write about them in a journal. And you need to make sure that you're paying particular attention to these sensations in your body. These sensations are clues to the layers of emotions that are just below the surface of your awareness. By either talking or writing them down, you bring them into your awareness. Find relief and create an opportunity to release them. Don't let this be a theoretical exercise, one where you act or try to force yourself to feel something you're not or that's not there. Make sure that you include a good dose of humor from time to time, particularly if you're dealing with darker and scarier emotions. It's not necessary to cleanse the emotional and psychic scars that remain from the physical scars that remain from earlier experiences. And to frequently, but to frequently allow those experiences to hold you back is not a good thing. And you need to know that you should find yourself. And should you find yourself starting to get lost in the whirlpool of traumatic memories, change the scenery by physically moving or intentionally distracting yourself in some way. It isn't necessarily necessary to cure yourself of the feelings associated with these memories, all in one setting. Instead, simply relieve some of the pressure that lurks below the surface. And the unicorn card has shown up in your reading today because you need to indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Whatever the artistic vehicle through which you express your most creative self, whether it's drawing, poetry, painting, music, acting, or any other form of creative expression, make it a priority in your life by devoting some time and energy and perhaps even money towards this artistic pursuit. Let the longings of your heart determine what the form of your imaginative expression is, but let it be one that gives you passion and purpose. Allow it to evolve as needed without ascending to any internal perfectionism about the end product. The process itself is where the magic is. Let that alone be your satisfaction and delight, and you'll be pleased with the results. And whether this avocation continues as a hobby or turns into something you receive compensation for, never do it solely for the money. There's no need to act out the starving artistic scenario, but when you make monetary rewards your primary goal, you risk stifling the creative pulse that emanates from the core of who you are, potentially compromising the integrity of your artistic gifts to the world. Should you ever be uncertain about following your passion with this kind of expression, take some time to observe children. Notice how innocently and imaginatively they play in their world, particularly when unhindered by social restrictions and artificial boundaries. This is a reflection of the magical child who's inside you, begging to explore and be expressed. So allow them to express themselves. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. I would like to thank you again for stopping by and allowing me to connect with you. I hope that this reading has provided the insight that you were seeking. If this reading resonates, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications when I post your new reading. And if you would like to become a member of my channel or make a donation to my channel, the link is in the description and it will be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, goodbye, my lovelies.